All right, we are live here out at Bucco Park here, Stevens Point. Leo Cub Manchesky Field here, Zaleski Sports tonight. Here, the Stevens Point Sixers, post 6, playing host to the DC Everest post 492 here in this 3-game set. So the Sixers will host this one, then they'll turn around and go up to DC Everest tomorrow night. And then back here Wednesday night. So these teams, or two teams, I should say, will see each other over the next 3 days here. The Sixers 5-0 on this Young American Legion season. Last in action on a Thursday night, last Thursday the 18th. Victorious in that one, 14-7 and 16-0 over Merrill. And have our Auto Select pregame show. There's Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go.
Ty Rody, number 1. Batting second, number 12, Hayden Brzezinski, playing center field. Batting third, number 9, Ryan Schultz, playing second base. Batting fourth, number 22, Aiden Haupt, pitching. Batting fifth, number 24, Cole Van Slyke, playing left field. Batting sixth, number 23, Michael Shep, playing first base. Batting seventh, playing third base. Number 5, Brody Hall, catching. Batting eighth, number 3, Riley Lake, playing third base. And batting ninth, number 8, Maddox Flyro, playing shortstop. Now for our Stevens Point Sixers. Leading off, pitching, number 16, Braden Marshke. Batting second, playing third base, number 5, Matthew Ostrowski. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 1, Kelvin Roth. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 6, Tony Rachek. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 2, Dayton Kovac. Batting sixth, catching, number 4, AJ O'Brien. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 10, Tyler Cluck. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 77, Trevor Hansen. And batting ninth, playing center field, number 8, Holton Wojtolewicz. At this time, we would ask any veterans of all branches and those that continue to serve to rise and be recognized. We thank you for your service. Now, if everyone would please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Just a few reminders, our concession stand is open for all kinds of treats for you. Foul balls, if you turn them into the concession stand, they are worth $1 token.
All right, we are back again. Our pregame tonight brought to you in part by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. And on Schofield Avenue in Weston, no matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select. You are good to go here. So defensively here, starting with the Sixers, Braden Marshke gets the hill here tonight. A.J. O'Brien will do the catching. Dayton Kobach over at first base, Trevor Hansen at second base, Calvin Roth at short, Matthew Ostrowski over at third. In the outfield, you'll have Tony Racek out in right field, center field tonight for Colton Waddlevich. And then in left field will be Tyler Cluck defensively here for the Evergreens. DC Everest post 492. They'll have Ty Rohde, Hayden Grzinski, Ryan Schultz, Aiden Haupt, Cole Van Slyke, Michael Shep, Brody Hall, Riley Lake, and Maddox Wyro. Your batting order here tonight for DC Everest, again, as we mentioned here in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show here. These two teams will see each other for the next couple of days here. Tomorrow's game will be up at DC Everest up in Schofield, and then they will be back here on Wednesday to complete that three-game series, the home-away home for the Sixers here. And we are underway. Ty Rohde will lead things off here for the Evergreens. Again, Braden Marshke, the right-hander, getting the start here for the Sixers here. Stevens Point, post 6 out at Buchholz Park, 7:31. Greg Terpstra, our home plate umpire, familiar face here certainly. Just finishing his season over at Stevens Point area senior high. So Marshke will work out of the stretch here. The pitch to Rohde. And that one in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1 now to the right fielder, Ty Rohde. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses to Rohde, and it's 1-1. Marshke set the 1-1 pitch. Strike in there, and it's 1-2 now to Rohde. It's the DC Everest victorious in the first game, the junior game, the 4-2 victory there in that one. So Marshke works 1-2 here to Rohde. 1-2 pitch. Off speed misses. It's even at 2-2 now. Marshke's 2-2 pitch. That one drilled foul. That's going to get out of play. Today's game brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza here now. 2-2. The count to Rohde from Marshke. Comes set from the stretch. Keep the at-bat. That one fouled back. And DC Everest 6-4 overall here. They'll, as we mentioned, be back home tomorrow hosting the Sixers. Last game 19-3 over Rhinelander. That one yesterday hit on the ground over to Kobach. He will make the play. An assisted ground out there for...
Now batting number 12, Hayden Grzinski.
So out number 1, that'll bring up the center fielder here, number 12, Hayden Grzinski, the, I mentioned here, center fielder hitting with 1 out. Top of the first here. Great night for some American Legion baseball lights on. About a half dozen baseballs in the upper fencing here. That one bunted over to Marschke. He'll barehanded throw and make the play there to get Brzezinski for the second out. So 2 quick outs. And that'll bring up the second baseman here, number 9, Ryan Schultz. So 2 up, 2 down here for Everest. Marschke comes set here, 2 away. The pitch to Schultz. That one misses, and it is 1-0 to Schultz. Aiden Haupt on deck for DC Everest post 492. He'll get the ball on the hill here tonight for them. The 1-0 pitch, that one left field playable, and that one is caught. So the F7 if you're scoring at home. So 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 1 here, all scoreless. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hofffavor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
All right, we are back here. Sixers, you've got Braden Marschke, Matthew Ostrowski, Kelvin Roth due up here. We give thanks tonight to Simplicity Credit Union. They bring home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. You can check them out at simplicity.coop today. Again, that is Simplicity Credit Union, also brought to you today from the Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, and only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. So Aiden Haupt, the right-hander, getting the start here for post 492. Kind of that, if you want to say maybe three-quarter arm angle, kind of that three-quarter arm slot, kind of sidewinder there. Not quite to the extent of someone like, probably dating myself a little bit, but like Brett Saberhagen, not quite to that extent. But so Marschke will lead things off here, followed by Matt Ostrowski and Calvin Roth. Marschke pitched a 3 up, 3 down first. So Haupt will work from the stretch. The pitch to Marschke, hit on the ground up the middle, and ranging over, not going to be able to come up with that, and Marschke going to reach on that one.
Now batting number 5, Matthew Ostrowski.
Roll. Then I'll bring in Matt Ostrowski, the third baseman here, with Marschke aboard at first. That was going to be a tough play to make no matter how you slide. So we'll see if they score that a hit or an error. Probably going to be a hit. That one in there. First strike, and it's 0-1 now to Ostrowski. The 0-1 pitch to Matt. Marschke on the move. Pitch inside, throw down, and it is not going to be in time. And stolen base there. for Marshke here. So Rain with a pretty good lead there, helped working out of the stretch. Here comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Bunt shown there, and a pretty good bunt. Barehanding it is Haupt, and going to get the play by an eyelash, but it's going to get Marshke over to third.
Up to bat number 1, Calvin Roth.
So one away for the shortstop here, and Calvin Roth, of course, had a chance to interview Calvin in our last game here on Zaleski Sports. The doubleheader against Merrill, the Ridgetop exterior player of the game, kind of the everyday shortstop here. That one hit pretty well out to center field, going back on it, still going back, and he will make the play at the track. But it's going to drive a run in. Taking up is Marshke, so.
Now batting number 6, Tony Racek.
So Sixers first run on the board here, the RBI sac fly for Calvin Roth to about the deepest part of Buchholz Park here. Tony Racek now the cleanup hitter, the right fielder, hitting with 2 outs. That one's going to miss inside to Racek, 1-0. Of course, Calvin had that 2-run blast on Thursday night, as did Cole Rudai. That ball hit, and that one's going to get down, so Racek.
Up to bat number 2, Dayton Kovac.
And that'll bring up Dayton Kovac now with 2 outs. The first baseman here for Stevens Point. Racek down at first. Tony on the move. Throw down is not going to be in time, and Racek going to steal second base. So it's 1-0 now to Kovac. Helped set here with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch with Racek down at second with a pretty decent lead. Nobody on covering there. That one's going to miss outside now, and it is 2-0 to Kovac. Of course, Dayton's brother Deacon played his American Legion baseball here just a few years back, a couple of years back. And that one misses, so it's 3-0 now to Kovac. So 3-0 now to Kovac. And he will. And Racek down.
Up to bat number 4, A.J. O'Brien.
And to bring up the catcher now, A.J. O'Brien, 2 outs. Runners at the corner with Racek at third. And Kovac down at first. O'Brien doing the catching here tonight for Stevens Point. That one inside, snap, throw back down to third. And doing a good job to keep that one in. That could have potentially found the outfield grass. It would have been a run there. Riley Lake, they're over at third base here. So it's 1-0 now to O'Brien. Go back down at second now, so a couple of runners in scoring position here. That one misses inside now, and it's 2-0 to O'Brien. Sixers with that first run, the early lead here in the bottom half of inning number 1 on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball is in there now, and it's 2-1 to O'Brien. Alps 2-1 pitch. Chopped over to short. Ranging over and making the play to get O'Brien the 6-3 ground out for the third and final out. But the Sixers do come up with a run. They leave a couple runners on here. We're through 1 inning complete. Stevens Point out front here, 1-0 on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Second inning coming up. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks tonight to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Save up to $260 on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card during the Memorial Day event at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, and I think that may be slightly out of date here. The read here saying Memorial Day, but that is come and gone. So Haupt, Van Slyke, and Shep to lead things off here. Marschke out to work the second. That one is swinging a miss. May have gotten a piece of it, and it's 0-1 now to the cleanup hitter here in Aiden Haupt. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. It's quickly 0-2 now on Haupt. Top half inning number 2 here. Marschke working out of the stretch. 0-2 pitch to Haupt. And that one just misses. 1-2 now to Aiden. Cole Van Slyke, the left fielder, waiting on deck here for DC Everest. 1-2 pitch. That one fouled back, so Haupt able to stay alive here in this. Marschke's 1-2 pitch. That one driven out to near the bullpen there, out of play. So we'll do it all again here. 1-2 from Marschke to Haupt. The 1-2 pitch. Hit over to Roth. Roth ranging over, making a good play for Kelvin Roth. A 6-3 ground out to get Haupt for out number 1. That'll bring up the left fielder now, number 5, hitting Cole Van Slyke. Calvin with that excellent range at short. We've seen it certainly throughout the course of his high school career at Spash and here for Stevens Point. So 1 away now for Van Slyke. That one in there, and it's 0-1 now to Van Slyke. Marschke's 0-1 pitch. Driven out to center field, ranging back to his right and near the warning track Out to make the play for the second out, as that is Wadalevich to track that one down. So that'll bring up the sixth hitter here, number 23, first baseman Michael Shep. Wadalevich tracking that one down just in front of the warning track there. Almost straight at way center here, 375 to center, 325 down the lines here. Marschke from the stretch, fastball in there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Hit over to Ostrowski at third. Gloves it. Fires across 5-3. And a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 2. Stevens Point out front here, 1-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, we are back. I want to give thanks tonight to Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust, and only at Infinity Exteriors here. So bottom 2, you will have 7, 8, 9 due up here. Tyler Cluck, Trevor Hansen, and Colton Wadalevich. And he helped out for his second inning of work. 7, 8, 9 due up here. Bottom half, inning number 2 on this home series here for the Sixers. Help working out of the stretch. The pitch, that one going to go foul. It's 0-1 now to Cluck. I believe we will have all 3 of those games on Zaleski Sports. I believe Chris Conley will be on the call of tomorrow night's game up at DC Everest. The 0-1 pitch. That one's going to miss. Chris and Logan will be doing that game. And then Chris will be out here on Wednesday night with Dylan doing that game. So it's 1-1 now to Cluck. That one inside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Hit over to short, playable, and ground out. 6-3 to get Cluck for out number 1. Good play there defensively for Maddox Wyro. So 1 away here. Trevor Hansen, the hitter here, number 77. Alps pitch to Hansen. That one will miss, and it's 1-0 now to Trevor Hansen. Colton Wadalevich on deck here for the Sixers. Help comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, and it's 1-1 now, so 1-1 with 1 away. 1 pitch. That one outside. 2-1 now to Hansen. Two one pitch. That one just misses. So it's a hitter's count now, 3-1 for Hansen. Trevor, the second baseman here. Hops 3-1 pitch. Fouls that one back. Count will move to full now. They mentioned Craig Terpstra, the umpire here tonight. Chance to interview him with Zaleski Sports. That one gonna miss, so Hansen gonna draw the 1-out walk. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Colton Wadalevich, for Stevens Point. With Hansen down at first here with just the 1-out in the bottom half of inning number 2 with the 1-0 lead for the Sixers here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. Alps pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Sixers will be on the road over the weekend. A tournament over in Rapids. That one fouled back. That's going to go to 0-2 now to Wadalevich. They'll have a single game on Friday night and then 10:30 and 1 on Saturday over at the Wisconsin Rapids Quadplex, and then Sunday as well here. So Hansen on the move, a swing and a miss. Throw down to second is going to be there. Wadalevich down on strikes for the second out. Hansen going to swipe second base. And it's back to the top of the order for Braden Marschke, who singled and scored a run back in the first. Chance to help his own cause here with Hansen in scoring position down at second here. The pitch to Marschke is in there, strike one, and it's 0-1 now to Braden. Out. 0-1 pitch. That one out, 1-1. Alps 1-1 pitch. That one hit on the ground, going to be a tough play, and that is going to throw coming home, and Hansen going to score, and that's a hit and an RBI, at least in my unofficial scoring here for Marschke. So 2 away now for Matt Ostrowski. So Stevens Point now takes the 2-0 lead. Matthew 0 for 1 here tonight. Looks like maybe we get a courtesy runner there at first for Marschke. Believe it might be Royce Sloan, but I'm not 100% sure. That one fouled back. So it's 0-1 now to Ostrowski. Again, Matthew, recent graduate, Rosholt Hornets, closing out a very productive baseball career over there at Rosholt High School. That one in there for a called strike. Playing his ball over at the infamous Brooks Field out in Rosholt. Of course, Sean Sikaj, one of the coaches here for the Sixers. That one just misses now. It's 1-2 to Ostrowski. Hits that one over to third. And that throw is going to get away, and Ostrowski going to get over to second on that. Royce Lown will be held up at
Batting number 1, Kelvin.
third. So Ostrowski. So you'll have runners at second and third now for Kelvin Roth, who hit that long fly ball, the sac fly out to deep center field that drove in Marschke back in the first. So you'll have Lown down at third, Ostrowski down at second here, 2 away. Sixers now with a 2-0 lead here, bottom 2. Haupt from the stretch here. And Roth hits that one, gives that a ride. That one going to be caught at the F8 for the third and final out. But Sixers tack on another run on a hit. And 2 innings complete here, now up here 2-0. Third inning coming up. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back. Your top of 3, Brody Hall, Riley Lake, Maddox, Wyro here. So 7, 8, 9 due up in the order here. Braden Marschke out to work his third inning of work for the Sixers. Couple hits on the night as well, including that RBI that extended that lead here 2-0. Brody, the catcher here for DC Everest. That one going to miss in, and it's 1-0 now to Hall. Marschke's 1-0 pitch to Hall. That one misses out. 2-0 now to Brody Hall. DC Everest again 6-4 through 10 games on this rather young American Legion season. That one catches the outer half now, 2-1. Couldn't really ask for a much nicer night in terms of weather here, just the second official day of summer here. That one in there, so it's even now at 2-2 from Marschke to Hall. Freshly cut grass, the ivy out in left field. Sixers with that 2-0 lead here in the Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled back. It remains at 2-2. I give thanks tonight to SOS Security. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. The 2-2 pitch. That one driven out of play, foul. Remains at 2-2. Marschke's 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first Serb Pro strikeout here tonight for Braden Marschke. You can call Serpro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never happened. So one away now for the third baseman here, number 3, Riley Lake. 8th spot in this DC Everest order here. Top of 3, Marshke working. That one hit out to right field, playable, and making the play out in right field defensively there. That is Tony Racek for the second out. Or the F9 if, in fact, you are scoring at home. Somebody might be. Angelica doesn't think so, but there's got to be somebody somewhere scoring. The scorebook here. 2 quick outs here for the shortstop, Maddox Wyro. Number 9 spot in the order here. Marshke's pitch to Wyro. Breaking ball. That one is 0-1 now to Wyro. Tyrode on deck here for DC Everest. That's driven into the hole. That's going to be a 2-out base hit for Maddox Wyro.
Up to bat number 1.
So it's back to the top of the order now for Tyrode, who grounded over to Dayton Kobach. Back in the first here, so for 1 here tonight for Ty, the right fielder. DC Everest with that infamous green and yellow here. That one's going to miss. That's going to get away, and that's going to get Wyro down to second on that one. There's 1-0 now to Rhodey. DC Everest now with a runner in scoring position here with 2 away. A 1-0 pitch to Rhodey. That one outside, 2-0 now. Is your count here, just a little bit after the 8 o'clock hour here on this Monday, second official day of summer. Marshke's 2-0 pitch. I'm set here, that one going to miss down, and it is a 3-0 count. And you have to think here with 2 away, Rhodey probably thinking in this 2-0, likely a take all the way situation here. Marshke's 3-0 pitch. And that is going to be a 4-pitch base on ball here. 2-out wall to get walk Rhodey to first. And Hayden Grzinski, the hitter now, who's 0 for 1 here tonight, grounded to Marshke back in the first. So you'll have runners at first and third now as Wyro down to third there. As you saw there on Angelica's big screen here, 2-0 your score here, but DC Everest trying to claw back into this one here, trailing by 2. Marshke going to check back on Rhodey there. Marshke's pitch, that one driven out to center field. Range it back is Wadalevich, and he'll make the play there to retire Grzinski for the third and final out. DC Everest comes up with a hit. They'll strand a pair. We'll move to the bottom half of inning number 3 here. The Sixers out front here 2-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you tonight by the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
All right, we are back here. Sixers have 4, 5, and 6 due up here. I want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors here, including Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. So Racek, Kobach, and O'Brien due up here for the Sixers.
Tony Racek.
Sixers clinging to that 2-0 lead here, bottom half of inning number 3. Moving right along out here at Buchholz Park, Leo Cub Manchesky Field. Of course, host last year for the American Legion State Tournament. That one going to miss inside to Racek. It's 1-0 now. I believe this season, Angelic, if I'm not mistaken, American Legion State down in Marshfield. 1-0 pitch. That one is a strike, and it's 1-1 to Racek. And that one hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Racek. So a leadoff single here for Tony Racek aboard.
Now batting number 2, Dayton Kobach.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Dayton Kobach, who walked in his first plate appearance here for the Sixers. And that was back in the first, so Haupt going to check back in a pretty good move, and they're going to get Racek on the base paths as Haupt sensing that. A good move there by Aiden Haupt here, so 1 away now. So Haupt comes set from the stretch. The pitch to Kobach. That one going to stay in play, and no, that one's nobody going to get to that one. That one maybe got caught up into the maybe into the jet stream a little bit. It's 0-1 to Kobach. So Haupt now working the 0-1 pitch. And that one a swing and a miss now, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. That one skips down low. Good stop there. Good block defensively for Brody Hall. So it's 1-2 now to Kobach. And that one ranging over to make the play for the second out here.
Now batting number 4.
Ranging over to his left was Ryan Schultz there. So 2 away now for A.J. O'Brien, who's 0 for 1 here tonight. Grounded to short back in the first here. Sixers with a pair of hits here tonight. The 2-run lead. Bottom 3, 2 away now for O'Brien from Haupt. Swing and a miss. May have gotten a piece of that one. It's 0-1 either way. The 0-1 pitch. That one drilled over to third. Good play. Picked up there and firing across to make the play. Good defensive play there. So a hit. No runs. No errors. Nobody left on. Will move to the 4th inning of play again. Sixers up here 2-0 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks tonight to Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and on Post Road in Plover. Again, that is Home Furniture. So the Evergreens will have 3, 4, and 5 due up here. Schultz, Haupt, and Van Slyke. And Braden Marschke to work his fourth inning here for the Sixers. Just the one hit, I should say, surrendered here thus far. The 3+ innings of work for Braden. And Schultz, 0 for 1 here tonight. Ryan flew to left field back in the first. Zamarski set from the stretch. The pitch to Schultz. That one misses, and it is 1-0. Marschke's 1-0 pitch. That one misses now, and it's 2-0. That one in there for called strike. Now 2-1 to Schultz. Ryan, the number 3 hitter in this DC Everest lineup here tonight. The 2-1 pitch. That one smacked. That one going out of play. Going to go foul. It's going to push the count now to 2-2. Marschke's 2-2 pitch. That one hit over to Roth at short. And he'll make the play in the 6-3 ground out to get Schultz for the first out here. And Aiden Haupt now, who is 0 for 1 here today. He grounded to short back in the second. Haupt did. Haupt. Maybe a tendency of saying both Haupt and Haupt. So Aiden 0 for 1 here tonight. Has pitched also very well here tonight for DC Everest. Off speed in there, and it's 0-1 now to Aiden. Marschke's 0-1 offering. That one a swing and miss. Got a piece of that, did Aiden, and it's quickly now 0-2. We are in the top half of inning number 4 here. As we mentioned in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame here, these teams will see a lot of each other over the next couple of days. That one misses 1-2 now. Marschke's 1-2 pitch. That one misses in 2-2 now. Marschke's 2-2 pitch. That one lifted, goes out of play, goes foul, do it all over again. Another night, very calm night here. Not a lot of wind. Angelica, what's the wind direction you're going to say? I suppose with no wind, no direction, right? Either way, it's 2-2 now. Marshke, that one just misses. It's going to go full now. Like to say in golf, that one's playing left to right. Angelica, it's 3-2 now from Marshke. That one hit pretty well. That ball going back, and that one is gone. A solo blast for Aiden Haupt. That one over that left field ivy, and that one hit on the screws for the solo blast here. The one out. Looking to help his own cause here now. It's a 2-1 game.
Up to bat number 24, Cole Van Slyke.
So that'll bring up the left fielder now, and Cole Van Slyke, who flew out to center field back in the second. 0 for 1 here tonight. Just over that ivy out in left field. Carried probably about, we'll say maybe 340-ish. Give or take. Fastball is in there, and it's 0-1 now to Van Slyke. Marshke getting the signs from O'Brien here, the 0-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs, 1-1 now to the left fielder, Cole Van Slyke. Again, 0 for 1 here tonight. Marshke's 1-1 pitch. That one upstairs, 2-1 now. One pitch. That one in there for strike. Good catch in the inner half now, and it's even at 2-2 to Van Slyke. Marshke's 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground and go back there to make the play for the second out. Retire Van Slyke. That'll bring up the first baseman in Michael Shep.
Now batting number 23, Michael Shep.
Michael 0 for 1 here tonight. He grounded over to third back in the second. Hitting with 2 outs here. That deficit trimmed to just the 1 run now here. 2-1 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Top of 4. Marshke working nobody on here with 2 away. Pitch to Shep. That one misses down, and it's 1-0. Marshke's 1-0 pitch to Shep. Fastball in there, it's 1-1. Of course, Braden, the younger brother of Noah Marshke, completed his second season of collegiate baseball, did Noah. That one's going to skip down. It's 2-1 now to Shep. Brody Hall, the on-deck hitter here for DC Everest. Two-one pitch. That one in there called strike, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Shep. That one just misses now. It's 3-2. Marschke set the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be ball 4 here. So Shep will draw the 2-out walk. And that'll bring up looks like that would be Brody Hall. Looks like going to take the gear off there, the 2 outs. Brody 0 for 1 here tonight. Shep with a 2-out walk here represents the tying run down at first. Marschke checking back on the aforementioned Mike Shep there at first. That one misses to Hall 1-0. Marschke's 1-0 pitch. Secondary lead there for Shep at first. That one fouled back. It's 1-1 now. Marschke set the 1-1 offering. That one lifted out into right field, playable, and play is made to get the third and final out. The F9. DC Everest does come up with a long fly there from Aiden Haupt. And it's 2-1 now. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
All right, we are back here. Bottom 4, you've got 7, 8, 9 due up here. Aiden Haupt out to work the 4th here. Had that solo blast to cut this game down to a 2-1 game now here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. All of our game day sponsors here tonight, including Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics proudly continues to offer complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. You can call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. So Tyler Cluck here due up, and then Trevor Hansen, Colton Wadalevich here. Tyler 0 for 1 here tonight, grounded to short in the second. Second at bat here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. That one lifted, goes out of play. Foul to Cluck. 0-1 now. Helps. 0-1 pitch, that one outside. It's 1-1 to Cluck. The 1-1 pitch. That one driven out to center field and coming in to make the play. Good defensive effort there for Hayden Grzinski, laying out for that one to get Cluck for the first out here. And to bring up Trevor Hansen, who walked, stole a base, and scored a run. The second run of the game here tonight, back in the second here. So his second plate appearance here for the Sixers, one away here, bottom half of inning number 4 here helped. That one's going to miss outside, 1-0 now to Hansen. Hansen hits that over in the hole. That one is played there. Nice play defensively to range over to his right there and get the second out to retire Hansen. As that was Wyro to Shep there, and 2 quick outs here for Colton Wadalevich, 0 for 1 here tonight. That one will miss now. 1-0 to Wadalevich, who's done a nice job defensively here for the Sixers out in center field here tonight, tracking down a couple of long flies. That one misses inside now. It's 2-0. Grzinski also doing a nice job out in center for DC Everest here. The 2-0 pitch. Strike called. It's 2-1. Helps 2-1 pitch. That one misses now. It's 3-1 count. Sixers with the 2 runs, the 3 hits, at least by my unofficial scorebook here. The 3-1 pitch. That one's going to miss, so it's going to be a 2-out walk. And it's back to the top of the order now for Braden Marschke, who has a couple of hits tonight and a run scored, including an RBI and a stolen base as well. Wadalevich with a lead down at first here with 2 away. Up, we'll check back on him. That one in there for a called strike. It's 0-1 now to Marschke. Ups, pitch. Strike called, throw down to second, and not going to hang on to it, so it's going to get Wadalevich down to second on the stolen base. And it'll be an 0-2 count now to Marschke. 2 outs, 0-2. The runner now in scoring position here for the Sixers. Chopped over to third. Long throw, and he's going to be safe, so hustling that one out. So Wadalevich will go down to third. And Marschke, an infield single in his third of the night here. So you'll have runners now at the corner for Matt Ostrowski's. Late steal, they're going to say balk, so they're going to award second base, and then the run going to come across by way of the balk here, so Wadalevich will score the third run here. Marschke going to get second on that balk here. And Royce Lown will courtesy run here for the pitcher and Braden Marschke. So Lown now. So now the Sixers with a 3-1 lead here in the Nason Vildary scoreboard here. On with a nice lead down in second here. Pitch to Ostrowski. Fastball is in there, and it's 0-1 now to Matt. Reached on an E5 back in the second here. A 1 pitch. One misses outside. Good stop there defensively for Brody Hall. Backstop here. It's 1-1 to Ostrowski. Lown with a nice lead down at second. Nobody. That one's going to miss high now. 2-1. Ups. 2-1 pitch. Ostrowski fouling that one off. Count will go to even now at 2-2. Royce Lown. Hit here has the potential to play Lown here with 2 outs. Two-two pitch. Ostrowski stays alive, gets a piece of that one, remains 2-2. Ops 2-2 pitch. That one misses down low. Full count now to Ostrowski. Calvin Roth due up here for the Sixers. On deck, I should say. If Ostrowski able to reach here. Ops 3-2 pitch. That one inside and a good at bat there for Matt Ostrowski. 2 out at bat here, and that's going to bring up Calvin Roth, who's hit a couple of deep fly balls to center field here tonight. One of them a sac fly back in the first here. Mound visit here for DC Everest. Will keep things right here. Give thanks again to all of our game day sponsors, each and every one of them, including Simplicity Credit Union. They bring home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lear's Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza here. So Roth, the hitter with Lown at second, Ostrowski down at first. A chance to possibly extend the lead here for the Sixers. And that ball hit through the hole. That's going to be a base hit for Calvin Roth. And Coach Opiola going to send the runner home, and that's going to score. It's going to be an RBI. Run's going to score, but they will get the out at second there on the base paths. And their run will come across. So a lot to unpack here, but 4 innings are in the books. We'll move to the top half of inning number 5 here. You are listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part from the Hofffavor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Littlest thing
of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
All right, we are back here. So the Sixers now with a 4-1 lead here on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. They get a couple in their half of inning number 4 here. Top of 5 here, Riley Lake, Maddox Wyro, and Ty Rohde due up here for DC Everest. Riley 0 for 1 here tonight as he flew out to right field back in inning number 3 here. Second trip to the plate here for DC Everest. That one chopped foul, and it's 0-1 to Riley Lake. He's done a nice job over at third base defensively here for DC Everest. Marschke's 0-1 pitch. They're going to check to see, and they will say that he did go in that one. So it's 0-2 now to Lake. Is Riley unable to check that swing here, so it's 0-2. Marschke sat here from the stretch, the 0-2 pitch. That one fouled back. Marschke's 0-2 pitch to Riley Lake. That one misses down low. It's 1-2 now. Marschke's 1-2 pitch. That one fall back, so working on a 5-pitch at bat here thus far is Riley Lake. 6-pitch, in fact. 1-2 will do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Off speed just misses now. 2-2. Braden Marschke here, just the one run, the one hit here given up here thus far in 4+ innings of work. The 2-2 pitch. That one hit out to, that's going to get down for the second hit here as Lake, the leadoff single here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting number 8, Maddox.
And that'll bring up Maddox Wyro, who's 1 for 1 here tonight with a single back in the 3rd. Beg your pardon, 3 hits in the game total, including the solo blast from Aiden Haupt. Back in the 3rd here. Lake with a single, Wyro with a single, and then Aiden Haupt with that solo blast in the, beg your pardon, that was in the 4th. Pass ball in there, snap throw back down to Kobach at first. Wyro. So hitters 8 and 9 with 2 of the 3 hits tonight for DC Everest. Marschke checks back on the runner there. The one pitch, runner on the go, throw down to second is going to be in time. So good throw there from A.J. O'Brien to get Lake on the base paths. So the first out here. It's a 1-1 count now to Maddox Wyro. So Brian Hansen covering there, applying the tag here. So 1 out, 1-1 to Wyro. Chopped over to Roth. Roth gloves it. Toss it across. 6-3 ground out to get Wyro for the second out here. So back to the top of the order we go. Ty Rohde, the hitter.
Now batting number 1, Ty Rohde.
Ty 0 for 1 here tonight. Grounded over to first, back in the first, and then walked in the third. His third trip to the dish here for DC Everest. 2 away here, top of 5. I'll tell you what, Calvin Roth makes it look so easy and effortless out at short for Stevens Point. All ripped into right field. That's going to be a base hit, just the 4th hit here given up. And Rohde, a 2 out
Up to bat number 12,
base hit. And then I'll bring up Hayden Grzinski, who's 0 for 2 here tonight. Flew out to center back in the third. Grounded back to Marschke in the first here, so 2 away. Rohde board here. Marschke checks back on him. And a pretty nice move back there to Kobach. That one in there for called strike to Grzinski now, and it's 0-1. Hit over to Roth at short. He'll get the force at second. And that fielder's choice 6-4 for the third and final out. DC Everest with a couple of hits. On our left here, no runs come across. Move to the bottom half of inning number 5 here. Stevens Point out front here, 4-1. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks again to all of our game day sponsors here tonight. The Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch, and only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Also brought to you tonight by Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust at Infinity Exteriors here. So the Sixers will have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Tony Rachak, Dayton Kobach, and A.J. O'Brien due up here. Tony singled in his last at-bat. Led the third inning off with that base hit. 1-0 pitch from Hupp. That one inside. 2-0 now to Rotchek. Bottom 5 here. 4-1 your score. Sixers out front. That one's going to hit Rotchek, so he will, in effect, take one here for the team with leadoff hit by pitch for Tony, and then it'll bring up Dayton Kobach.
Now batting number 2, Dayton Kobach.
Dayton 0 for 1 here tonight. He walked in the first and then popped up to second in the third. Help checking back on Tony there. And Rotchek on the move, bunt. Kobach, an effective bunt as he will move Rotchek over.
Number 4, A.J. O'Brien.
And then it'll bring up A.J. O'Brien. 0 for 2 here tonight. He grounded to short back in the first, grounded to third back in the third. And you've got Tony Rotchek now down at second here with 1 away. Upset here, the pitch, that one a called strike. 0-1 to O'Brien. Ups 0-1 pitch. That one foul. Goes 0-2 now to O'Brien. Hops 0-2 offering here to A.J. O'Brien. Tony Rotchek a lead down at second, secondary lead. That one hit out to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Coach Opiola sending O'Brien home. Run throw coming in, and Rotchek going to score and throw down to second is going to be in time and get O'Brien, but he will get the RBI. The run will score. A warning called here, and both teams don't know exactly what for, but Brian will get the RBI on that as Rotchek comes in to score that. So the fifth run here. So there's one away now, and that'll bring up Tyler Cluck, who is 0 for 2 here tonight. Base is empty here as Rotchek scoring the fifth run. Brian still gets credit for the single, the RBI, but out at second here. Swing and a miss to Cluck. It's 0-1. That ball lifted, goes out of play and foul, and it's 0-2 now. So 2 away. Twos are the 0-2 with 2 away. That one fouled back. Cluck able to get a piece of that one. So Tony Rotchek started this half inning off, hit by pitch. Eventually scoring the run on the 0-2 pitch. That one gonna drift out of play, foul. It'll remain 0-2. Sixers now with that 4-run lead here. 5-1, bottom 5 here. Hop working 0-2 on clock. The 0-2 pitch. Off speed inside 1-2. Ops 1-2 pitch. Hit up, playable, and play is made there to get Cluck for the third and final out. The Sixers are going to come up with a hit, a run. Nobody left on. 5 are in the books. We'll move to the 6th inning of play. Your Nasonville area scoreboard now 5-1. Stevens Point out front. 6th inning coming up only on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meta Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at metacustom.com.
All right, we are back here. Ryan Schultz will lead things off here for DC Everest here, the number 3 hitting Schultz here, who's 0 for 2 here tonight. He flew out to left field back in the first and then grounded to short back in the fourth. Marschke out for his 6th inning of work here for the Sixers. Raking ball in a good one, and it's 0-1 now to Schultz. The 0-1 pitch. That one outside, 1-1. Top of inning number 6 here. DC Everest trailing 5-1 here. That ball ripped foul there. It's 1-2 now. Some extra action there. 1-2 now to Schultz. The 1-2 pitch. That one fouled back. DC Everest with the 1 run on the 4 hits tonight. It's got game far from over though. Marschke's 1-2 pitch. That ball hit out to Wadalevich in center, going back and making the play. And that is how nice. We mentioned that a couple innings ago. Wadalevich tracking just about everything, hit his way out in center field as Schultz retired on the first out. The line out there, and then it'll bring up Adenhaupt, who had that solo blast back in the fourth, counting for the only run here tonight for DC Everest. 1 for 2 here tonight. Raking ball from Marschke, and it's 0-1 now. Marschke's 0-1 pitch. In there, and it's 0-2. 4 hits given up through the 5 1/3 inning here tonight for Braden Marschke. The 0-2 pitch. That one shot foul. It's going to remain 0-2. give thanks again to SOS Security. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. Marschke's 0-2 pitch. That one pushed out to right field for a base hit. 1-out single, so he's got a couple hits on the night. 2 for 3 for Aiden. Doing his part to help his cause here. So, and a courtesy runner coming in. Carter Miller sprinting in there, the courtesy runner for Aiden Hopps, who inevitably will get the 6th inning on the hill for DC Everest. Cole Van Slyke, the hitter, now for 2 here tonight. Flew out to Wadalevich in center, back in the second, grounded over to Kobach in the first, or in the fourth, I should say, at first. That one misses inside. It's 1-0 now to Van Slyke. Is that name I recall from many years ago, Andy Van Slyke. Angelic, I don't know if you remember that name or have heard that name. Andy Van Slyke played in the major leagues. Pittsburgh Pirates. Don't know the exact duration or years, but little trivia if you're so inclined. It's 1-0 now to Van Slyke. That one in there for a called strike. Carter Miller down at first. So it's 1-1 to Van Slyke. 1-1 pitch. I'll drill another hit there. That ball hit. It's the same spot there. So a couple of singles here for 4 and 5 here in the order. Miller goes to second. Van Slyke aboard with a base hit. Couple runners down with 1 out, and Michael Shep, the hitter. Shep 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded to third, back in the second, and walked in the fourth. Pitch for Marschke. That one just misses to Shep now. It's 1-0. Miller, the runner at second. Van Slyke, the runner down at first. With 1 away here, we're in the top of the 6th. Braden Marschke will step off there momentarily, regather here for the Sixers. And that one gonna go foul just off the Stevens Point dugout there. 1-1 now to Shep. Marschke set the 1-1 offering to Mike Shep. That one misses down. 2-1 now the count. A fairly quick-moving American Legion baseball game here, just about an hour and a half or so into this one. Anything but over those. DC Everest went down with a couple of base runners and just the 1 out here. Marschke's 2-1 pitch. That one misses up, and it's 3-1 now to Shep. Three-one pitch. Lifted into the air. That is in the infield playable. Ostrowski going to call for it. He'll make the play there at third to retire Mike Shep for out number 2 here. And then I'll bring up Brody. Beg your pardon, that's going to be number 11, it looks like, as that is Cal Olafson, who will hit here in the number 7 spot here.
Up to bat number 11.
Cal Olafson. So Cal Olafson, the hitter here with 2 outs. That one in there for called strike to Olafson now. It's 0-1. So Cal's first trip to the plate here tonight for DC Everest in that 7 slot here with a couple of base runners. Miller at second and Van Slyke down at first. The pitch, that one in there for called strike, and it's quickly 0-2 now to Cal Olafson. Marschke's 0-2 pitch. That one fouled back by Cal. It's remained 0-2. Marschke's 0-2 pitch hit on the ground in the hole. Roth ranging over. Long throw across to first. Not going to be in time, and that's going to be a 2-out base hit for Cal Olafson. It was going to be a tough play no matter how you sliced it. Miller down to third. Van Slyke to second. Olafson at first, and Riley Lake the hitter. Riley 1 for 2 here tonight, singled in the 5th and then flew out to right field back in the 3rd here. So hitting with 2 outs, bases loaded. That one in there for called strike. It's 0-1. Lake represents what would be the tying run at the plate here for DC Everest. Marschke's 0-1 pitch. That one downstairs, 1-1. Raking ball and a good one, and it's 1-2 now to Lake. Big spot here for big right-hander Braden Marschke, 1-2. One-two pitch. The ball hit down the right field line. That's going to go foul. Marschke looking to try to pitch out of this one here with runners at all 3 bags here for DC Everest. One-two pitch. That one lifted into the air. That's going to get out of play and foul. So and Lake working a pretty good at bat here for DC Everest here. The 1-2 pitch from Marschke. And that one hit out to Wadalevich, played that one perfectly and well executed. The F8 for the 3rd and final out DC Everest comes up with 3 hits. They strand the bases loaded here. No runs come across. Move to the bottom half of inning number 6. Sixers out front here, 5-1 on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part tonight from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Now pitching for DC Everest, number 12, Hayden Grzinski. Up to bat for the Sixers, number 24.
All right, we are back here. Hayden Grzinski, the number 12 here, the right-handed pitcher, second pitcher utilized here for DC Everest tonight in relief of Aiden Hopt here, who will get the 6th inning here with Caden Weinfurter now due up, hitting here in the number 8 spot here for the Sixers. Grzinski will work out of the windup. The pitch here. The Weinfurter, that one down. It's 1-0. Grzinski's 1-0 pitch to Weinfurter. Catches the outer half now, and it is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. They'll check to see, and they will say that he is not able to check his swing, so it's going to go to 1-2 to Caden Weinfurter. Hitting in place here for Trevor Hansen in the 8th spot here. That one, Caden able to fight that one off. It's 1-2. Grzinski's 1-2 pitch. That one's going to miss down. It's 2-2 now to Weinfurter. Two-two pitch. Hit on the ground over to short, charging, and that one going to get through, and that's going to get Weinfurter down to first there.
Now batting number 8, Colton Wadalevich.
And that'll bring up Colton Wadalevich, the center fielder here tonight. 0 for 1, a strikeout, a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Grzinski now working from the stretch here for Everest. That one foul. 0-1 now. Bottom 6 here. Stevens Point with that 4-run lead here, 5-1. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses. 1-1 now. Brzezinski's 1-1 pitch. That one misses down and out. 2-1 now. That one misses down, and it's going to go now to 3-1. Brzezinski's 3-1 pitch. That one fouled and out of play. 3-2 now. The count to Wadalevich. Brzezinski's 3-2 pitch. That one's outside, and Wadalevich will draw the walk. That'll get Weinfurter down to second. And that'll bring up Zach Piasek now, who will hit out of the number 1 slot here for the Sixers. Zach's first plate appearance here tonight. Sixers will have a pair of runners on base now with nobody out here. That one misses to Zach. 1-0 now. Weinfurter with a lead down at second here. Wadalevich down at first with the lead here. Secondary lead. That one fouled back. It's going to go to 1-1 now. Brzezinski working from the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. That one hit over to third, charging up on it. Going to make the play, get the out at 1, and both base runners going to advance. Weinfurter going to go down to third. Wadalevich down to second. He'll have one away here for Matthew Ostrowski. So a couple of runners now in scoring position here for the Sixers. That one's going to miss. Pass ball, run coming across Weinfurter, and he will score the 6th run, and so the 1-0 pitch. That one drilled out of play for Ostrowski. It's 1-1 now. So now 6-1 showing on your Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. That one misses 2-1. Two-one pitch. Hit over to short. That's going to get through, and that's going to drive in a run. Ostrowski with an RBI single here to plate Wadalevich.
Up to bat number 1, Calvin Roth.
So now 7-1. And that'll bring up Calvin Roth. RBI singled back in the 4th. Line to center back in the 2nd, and then had that long sac fly back in the 1st. Grzinski will step off momentarily. Roth gives that one a ride out to left field, coming over to make the play, and he will range over to make the play. The F7 for out number 2. That'll bring up Tony Rachek, who was hit by a pitch, scored a run back in the 5th, singled back in the 3rd, and then reached on an error back in the 1st. His 4th trip to the plate here. Grzinski checks back on Ostrowski there down at first. Raking ball and a good one, and it's 0-1 now to Rachek. Brzezinski's pitch, that one is swing and a miss. And it'll go 0-2 now to Rachek. That one misses outside, 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. That one zinged foul, we'll call it. Zinger. That was 1-2 now. We'll do it again. 1-2 pitch to Rachek. And that one... a good play there at short there. Good defensive layout there. As I think that was Wyro who's had a few good plays there. So that's going to end the Sixers half. We'll move to the top half of inning number 7 here. Last call coming up for DC Everest here, trailing here 7-1. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
All right, we are back here. Top of 7, Royce Lown in relief, looking to try to finish this one off here, 7-1. And DC Everest will have 9, 1, and 2 due up here. Cade Weinfurter goes to second base here defensively for the Sixers. And as it stands right now, you would have, again, Maddox, Wyro, Ty Rhodey, and Hayden Grzinski due up here for DC Everest. Last call here. We're in the top of the 7th. Sixers looking to try to come out of here victorious in this one. These two teams, again, as we mentioned tonight in our Out of Select pregame show, they'll be in action again tomorrow's game up at DC Everest. About a 35-minute jaunt, give or take, north.
Now batting for DC Everest.
Depends just how quickly you traverse I-39 here. So Wyro, the hitter. Lown works from the stretch. Lown knocks it down. Roth going to come over and really make the play there, and that's going to get Wyro aboard here. So that's going to bring up the top of the order now, and Ty Rhodey. It was 1 for 2 here tonight. Singled in the 5th, walked in the 3rd, and then hit into that unassisted ground out back in inning number 1 over to first. Lown working with Wyro down at first. Lown's pitch. And a big swing there from Rhodey. It's 0-1 now. He's foul tipping that one here. Lown's 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside. 1-1. Wyro with a lead down at first. The 1-1 pitch. That one going to get down. That's going to be a base hit. So Rhodey with his second hit here tonight. Wyro down to second. Rhodey down to first. Hayden Grzinski, the hitter. And A.J. O'Brien will say a few words here with Royce Lown here with nobody out. Stevens Point, again, as we mentioned here, out front here, 7-1. That one hit out of play, foul. 0-1 now to Brzezinski. The 0-1 pitch. That one's going to get away. That's going to get both base runners. With Wyro going down to third, Rhodey down to second here. And Chaplown will go to first. And he will be safe there. Wyro gonna score on that one. Rhodey gonna go to third. Now runners at the corner now.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Scholes.
And I'll bring up Ryan Scholes, who's 0 for 3 here tonight. So now 7-2 on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Runner on the go, a swing and a miss. Throw down is not going to be in time. That one's going to get away, and it's going to bring in Rhodey to score the third run here for DC Everest. It's going to go to 0-1 now to Scholes. And head coach Bobby Opiello will take a mound visit here. We'll keep things right here. 7-3 on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Nobody out here. We are in the top half of inning number 7 here. The number 3 hitter, Ryan Scholes, at the dish here for DC Everest. Both teams utilize 2 pitchers here for DC Everest. Aiden Humpt started this one and then gave way to Grzinski here. Braden Marschke for the Sixers starting this one and giving way here to Roy Sloan in the 7th. It's 0-1 to Scholes with Grzinski at second. Lowndes 0-1 pitch. That ball driven pretty well. That is gone, and that's going to be a 2-run blast for Scholes as he gives that one a ride. 2-run bomb here. Suddenly just a 2-run deficit now. So Scholes with a home run here, a 2-run blast for the Evergreens. Aiden Humpt had that solo blast in the 4th here, so suddenly just a 2-run lead here, 7-5 here with nobody out, and Aiden Humpt, the hitter, who is 2 for 3 here tonight. Strike called, and it's 0-1. Well, misses outside now, 1-1 the count. One pitch. Fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now. That one misses now, 2-2 the count. Lowndes 2-2 pitch. not going to be able to make the play on that one, so Hop going to be aboard on that one. And it'll bring up Cole Van Slyke here, who 1 for 3 here tonight. That one misses. 1-0 now to Van Slyke. It's going to go to 2-0 now to Van Slyke. That one in there for called strike. Two on pitch. That one drilled in the hole. That's going to be a base hit. So I'm going to have runners at first and second now, and Michael Shep, the hitter. Nobody out here, so Shep represents the go-ahead run here for DC Everest. Showing bunt. Gets the bunt down. O'Brien will field it, and that one going to get away. And one run going to come across. And just a one-run game now. So you'll have runners at the corner here. Umpiring crew collaborating here. We'll take a brief pause, bring it, I don't know if we're going to, I think we'll keep it right here, Angelica. Don't want to miss anything here. I'm not sure exactly what is going to say foul ball, I think maybe. They will. So that is the call, foul ball, so still 7-5 here. It's a good thing I have a pencil here to erase all of that. Lowndes pitch. Bunt shown. Bunts it back to Lown. He'll make the play to get the out at first. First out here.
Now batting number 5, Brody Hall.
And then I'll bring up Brody Hall. 0 for 2 here tonight. Runners at second and third now here with a 1 out. 7-5 your score on our Nasonville Dairy scoreboard here. Lone. And that one in there for a called strike. 0-1 now to Hull. Lowndes 0-1 pitch. That one down. 1-1 to Hull. Now DC Everest with 4 runs in their half of inning number 7 here. That ball hit in the air. Left field playable. Should have enough to tag the runner up here to score the 6th run. They'll get the out.
Up to bat number 3.
So it's 7-6 now, and Riley Lake, the hitter. Riley 1 for 3 here today. Hitting here in the number 8 spot with a runner down at second and 2 away. 5 runs have come across in this 7th inning. Fastball is in there, and it's 0-1 now to Lake. Lowndes 0-1 pitch. That one's going to get away, and that's going to get base runner over to third now, so just 90 feet away here. We'll get a new baseball here for Royce Lown here. So 1-1 the count now. Lowndes 1-1 pitch, and that one's going to hit Lake. The hit by pitch. So you'll have runners at the corner here, 2 away. And this is Maddox Wyro, who started this inning off here with a single and a run scored. That one misses up to Wyro. It's 1-0 now. Again, runners at the corner here. Tying run down at third. Go ahead run down at first. Lowndes 1-0 pitch. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch. That one hit over to second. Weinfurter going to range over and make the play and get the 4-3 ground out for the third and final out. And a final out here, 7-6. So a 7-6 victory here. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll have our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. Again, Nasonville Dairy coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll come back with our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. We'll wrap things up with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. You've been listening to and watching American Legion baseball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight in part from the Hofffavor Real Estate Group. Again, a final 7-6 Sixers over DC Everest. Back in a moment.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, Angelica giving me the thumbs up. Coach, first of all, got a little bit too close for comfort there, but you guys, nonetheless, you come out of here with a victory here, 7-6. Very good pitching performance, at least in my opinion. I think Braden Marshke here going the 6 innings strong. Talk about a game like this. You guys are not going to be strangers because you guys play again tomorrow and then again Wednesday with this squad.
Yeah, I thought we played a very good game. We've been scoring a lot of runs this year. Not a lot in an inning, but we scored in a lot of innings this year. So we're getting guys on base. We get to be aggressive, putting the ball in play. We're not striking out. And like you said, BMAR pitched really good today. We got games coming up, so it's good to get through a game with 2 pitchers.
Absolutely, Coach. Anything else? We'll have that game up. That one's at DC Everest. And then I think a home game again with that same squad again here right on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I like this 3 games against the same team in a week. That way we get to see all different pitchers, and we get to see where our team stands in basically a 3-game series, as opposed to facing aces and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see how this whole summer plays out that way.
Excellent. Well, Coach, I got to give you the fist bump. That's head coach Bobby Opiola. We'll get our Ridge Top Exteriors Player of the Game, BMAR Braden Marshke. First of all, you get the victory tonight. I thought you pitched phenomenal, Braden. Just very much in command of the strike zone here. You had good defense behind you. You come out of here with a victory. You'll take it however you can get it, Braden. Talk about a performance like that tonight, because I thought you pitched a whale of a game.
Yeah, I know I just got to do my part, throw strikes, and I'm not a big strikeout pitcher, and I know if they hit it, there's a lot of balls in the outfield you'll see, but I know the guys out there will catch it.
Your defense is going to do that, and they did just that, Braden, and you had a nice night at the plate, too. Obviously, no rest for the weary. You guys turn around, you go back up to DC Everest tomorrow, and then you come right back here, same team, same time Wednesday. Anything more as you guys gear up for the final couple of weeks here in the month of June?
Yeah, going back to Everest tomorrow and then back here on Wednesday. I know we got to play just as hard as we've been playing all season. Everest, they're a good team, and we got to play good.
Well, Braden, we'll get you in the house. I'm sure you know the drill by now. You've been doing this a few times. We'll go 3, 2, 1. We'll have you. I'll count you down. I'll have you say your name and that you're in the house. We'll go 3, 2, and 1.
I'm Braden Marshke, and I'm in the house.
Braden, nice job tonight. Great pitching performance. That's Braden Marshke, who gets the victory here tonight for the Sixers. Goes a 6 innings strong, just the 1 run given up. 4 hits, I believe, at least by my unofficial tally here. The Sixers will come out of here victorious. As I mentioned, they'll be on the road up at DC Everest, and then they'll come right back here to Leo Cub-Manchesky Field, Bucol Park here in Stevens Point on Wednesday. Both games 7:30 starts here. Sixers, again, victorious 7-6 on our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Angelica Dean doing a great job on production. Brandon Barroncott on the call of this one. Have yourselves a very good rest of your Monday night, everyone.